Thanks for the laughs. I appreciate it. Today we're making a special treat. I mean, I don't know if you would want to call it a treat. It's just kind of like I use it. So I use it in like pasta and pizza and stuff. Hello. Hi. Thanks for joining. I used to work way back when I had you know, like a restaurant serving job. I worked at a restaurant, and I was famous for always working either in a sushi restaurant or an Italian restaurant. Hi, thanks for joining. So, yes, it's a cooking scope today. So we're making sun-dried tomatoes. Hi, Jocelyn, thanks for joining. So I'm gonna wash my hands because the first step is wash your hands. Always wash your hands. All right. So I'm washing my hands. Hi. Thank you, Trevor, for posting that. For Instagram, I'll post it in just a moment once I'm done. Here's my... Okay. So I found the recipe on allrecipes.com. So just go to allrecipes.com and type sun-dried tomatoes and you'll find it in like 2 seconds. Thank you. My hair is getting so long that I can now do a side ponytail. I kind of like it. It's like an 80s day for me. Hi, welcome. So we're making sun-dried tomatoes. I have the recipe here on my phone, and don't worry, my phone is clean. I clean it all the time. I've become so OCD, it's kind of crazy. Thanks for joining. We're gonna make sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, so allrecipes.com is where I found it. So the first step is preheat the oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius, because that would be insane. Okay, so we're gonna turn it down. I don't know why the temperature is supposed to be so low, but it is. Thank you so much. It's cooking day, but you can tweet my cooking day. Yeah, so right now I've been in the studio, so my management wants me to not play live concerts right now and wants me to focus on the studio to save my voice. So instead, I've been, I also like to cook, so I figured I would share some cooking time just so I get to connect with you. Yes. Hey, thanks for joining, Sparrow. So we're gonna cook. It's gonna be a hot mess. Hi, Melissa. But you don't know why? Oh, I get it. Like Nora Jones. Got you. That's a great song. Maybe it's made for. So just so you know, I'm both live on Instagram, right to the left of me, and then to the right, I'm on Periscope, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. So we're on 5 different things. Hey, thanks for joining. We're making sun-dried tomatoes for the holiday, for people who celebrates it. You prefer moon-dried tomatoes. That's cool. I mean, I don't know how you got to the moon, but I support that. Hi, Danny. Thanks for joining. You're making Alfredo pasta with mushrooms? Oh my god, that sounds good. Well, now I'm going to teach you how to make them on your own. It's actually super easy from what the directions look like, and I promise it'll be better than last week when we made biscuits and I didn't have parchment paper, so that was an interesting thing. They ended up coming out not so great, but they tasted good. I can't sing and cook at the same time, unfortunately, because I'm just not that great at multitasking in that way. I can play guitar and sing, but it's a bit different. So, Stuck in the Middle. I don't know that song. Hi, I'm good. How are you? Hi everybody. Cool. Hey, Earl. We're making sun-dried tomatoes today. Okay, so we preheat the oven to 200 degrees. It says to wash and have the tomatoes. I washed these tomatoes like 5 days ago, so they're clean, but they are a little moist. So I'm gonna grab a paper towel and I'm going to wipe them down. Yes, the light is bright behind me. That is the kitchen light. It's like a halo over the sink. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, so we're making food. We're making sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, let's do this. I've never made this before. Oh, good. I'm so glad I can make you smile. You guys are the best. It's a 70s song? Okay, cool. I'll have to look it up later. Okay, so wash and halve tomatoes. Gently squeeze out the seeds. It feels funny to say squeeze out the seeds because technically you could just cut it out with a knife. So be sure to do this at home only if you are of age because knives are kind of sharp and not very safe, and even I cut myself sometimes. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Trevor. Okay, so I'm going to cut these in half. I'm assuming they mean vertical. Oh, and the oven is already ready. Perfect, perfect. The other thing I did was, so this used a non-stick baking sheet, but because I know this baking sheet, it's on the best of shape, I decided to line it with foil, because it might stick. So yeah, feel free to use foil if you want, or, hey, thanks for joining. Yeah. You're not a cook or a chef? That's okay, I'm not a cook or a chef either. You're a drawing artist, that's so cool. I can't draw, I can draw flowers and like kind of draw people, but that's about it. I'm not very good at drawing hands. Hands are like the hardest thing to draw ever. They do look like apples, they are big. They actually came like on the vine and everything. That's Whole Foods for you. Amazon Prime gives me Whole Foods, which is whatever. Whatever. So yeah, so grab your knife, but the way you kind of want to grab a knife, the one thing I did learn working with a chef was you want to grab it in a way where it's like, it's not just like this, but you want to like kind of grab it like this so you can grip the knife. And then the way you put your hands is like vertical so you don't cut your fingers. So that's how you do that. Okay, wash and halve the tomatoes, gently squeeze out the seeds, place the tomatoes on a okay, so this is if I'm not gonna like, if I'm just gonna make half of it. The way I like to do it is little slivers. It cooks faster, and I just like it better that way because they get kind of chewy otherwise. Okay, so so in that case, I'm just gonna like, and also you want to like kind of go down as opposed to like chop, because that actually will make your knife less sharp. So I'm just gonna cut these real quick. And yes, I'm playing classical music in the background because most of that is public domain. Yes, I will remember not to grab the pointy end. That's very important. So, for instance, if you're going to cut it about this small, afterwards you want to cut out the seed parts. Seeded parts. Seeded. So if you're, it says squeeze it out. I don't even know what that means, to squeeze out seeds. I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, I prefer to cut, so then it just looks like this. Little smiley face for you. I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna just put that on the baking sheet for now until we figure out what to do with the filling. I am personally a hit and miss fan when it comes to raw tomatoes, but I love sun-dried. Sun-dried just has an extra special flavor, and I'm a fan. Yeah. You use a serrated knife and it won't squish the tomato. That's very true. I don't know if I have a serrated knife. I just have this, and it's pretty sharp because I've only used it a couple times. Thank you for the tips. Yeah, I'm definitely not Emerald. So please don't do everything exactly how I say. Just follow the directions of the recipe. It's different for everybody, for sure. Alright, so I'm going to cut these babies real quick. Did anybody do anything exciting over the weekend? Or is anyone doing anything exciting today? I'm literally just doing this, and then afterwards I'm going to be finishing a song for a producer, and then hi, thanks for joining. And then after that, I don't know, be doing a couple of artsy things, I'm sure. I've been making myself to-do lists, so I just like completely lose track of what I'm doing, which have been good. Alrighty, so I'm gonna keep cutting these. It's not incredibly exciting to be cutting them, but we're learning how to make it. And I'm not gonna cut it super quick. Go as slow as you want to. Like I said, I'm not really a chef per se. I just like to cook, and usually I'm pretty good at it from all the practice and from my mom and grandmother who taught me how to cook. It's important to not try to chop super quickly if you aren't experienced, because that will definitely not end well. I'm excited. I've never made sun-dried tomatoes before. So, but the recipe is super easy. So after you're done, you put them on a non-stick cookie sheet and sprinkle with salt to taste. If you like a lot of salt, less is more, so it's always better. You're trolling, that's fine. We have a filter about that. Though I don't know if I remember to filter out that one word yet. It's been a little bit. What if I forget to make a to-do list? Well then, that day's gonna be pretty sporadic for sure. First time making fries in an air fryer. That's amazing. I've never made. I keep hearing how great air fryers are. Like, is there like a fan? Like, do you have to blow on it? Like, how does that work? I don't even know. You wrote some lyrics, planted flowers, made pork tostitos. That sounds really good. Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Where are you guys based, by the way? I'm based in North Hollywood, in Los Angeles, California. What do we have in the house today? What cities do we got? Where do you live? I mean, you don't have to tell me your exact address. That would be kind of weird. But just tell me. Wherever you reside, just let me know. The great thing about these two is, unlike cookies, I mean, I love cookies, nothing against cookies. They won't rise, so they're not going to stick together unless they're on top of each other. They're basically, so it's a rebranded convectional oven. So it's just a convectional oven called, okay, interesting. So it's kind of like a toaster oven? Is that like what you mean by that? Like, are you actually frying anything? Detroit, Michigan, nice. Riverdale, okay, New York, we have New York, Riverdale, the Bronx in the house. South Carolina, nice, love it, love it, love it. Hey John, thanks for joining. I'd wave, but my hand is holding something sharp. Minnesota, awesome. So you're telling me I have to go all the way to Minnesota to get Tostitos? I wish I could teleport, but unfortunately that's not the case. Super similar to an oven toaster, but the design is different, so most people don't realize it. Interesting. I'm gonna, like, YouTube that after. I'm curious. Chino, California. Nice! I can't remember if I've been to Chino. I've probably driven past it. Is Chino north or south? Forgive me, I forget. Some serious cello going on in the background. Alright, so I'm on my last half, making the tomatoes. Well, I'm not making tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes. You get it. So yeah, I guess when you see those giant, weird-looking raisin tomatoes in the store, that's literally a sun-dried half of a tomato. So I guess they shrink a lot. Huntington Park, California. Awesome. By the beach. The surfers and all that. I also have a paper towel here, which is really, a paper towel or a rag is really useful for when you're cutting tomatoes. Otherwise, it looks like you killed somebody, to be honest. Has California eased up restrictions yet? Yes and no. Hi, thanks for joining. I'm gonna wave. We're making sun-dried tomatoes. We have store pickup, but there's still social distancing. We have to wear masks everywhere, inside a store, when you're outside, if you're near people, that kind of thing. I've been going out taking walks every day now because I started to get a little bit loony just being in the house. So I've been doing that. It's been good. It's been nice to get some sun. I went out and captured the tomatoes myself. Yes, I like started my own farm and grew just 2 tomatoes. I'm kidding, that's not what happened. So it says 2 pounds of tomatoes. I'm clearly not doing 2 pounds, I'm just doing 2 because if you just get a pretty big tomato, only a couple could really go a long way and can last you a while, even when they shrivel up. So I'm kind of lining them up, trying to make them nice and neat too. So they have, the key is because there's moisture and the sun dried. What's so funny is my boyfriend was like, so you're going to put them out on the street to dry in the sun? He's obviously kidding, but that's what a lot of people think when they think sun dried, when it's obviously more like oven dried, but oven dried doesn't sound good. So I guess that's why they call it sun dried. Though I'm sure some people put them out in the sun, maybe in like 100-degree weather. Oh, you can't see them? They're not roasted. They're not sun-dried yet. So I'm organizing them. Alexa, can you lower the music by 3? Just so I'm not screaming over it. Okay, she made it really quiet now. Alexa, can you make the music a little bit louder than that? She made it even quieter. Anyway, so, yeah, these aren't sun-dried yet, but, they're not super hard. It's just a matter of checking on them. You kind of want them to dry out. That's kind of the key. Yeah, he's a smart aleck for sure, which is why I love him. And clearly why I'm the cook and he's not. I'm just kidding. He can cook if he wants to. He just doesn't really do it. Alexa is probably having a super tantrum, you're right. Alexa, can you make the music louder, please? Maybe it's just a low track. Who knows? I think the song changed. Classical music for you. Yeah, so sun-dried tomatoes. They're great for pastas. You can put them on pizzas. You can really put them in anything. I put them in salads. And like I said, it's best to have a paper towel or a rag while you're doing this because the guts of the tomato kind of go everywhere otherwise. Okay. Alexa, okay, I'll try it. Alexa, turn the music on to level 11. She doesn't understand. Alexa, can you please turn up the music? She kind of turned it up. Alexa, can you turn up the music more? I should have put it closer to us. Yeah, it's a good level now. Okay, so I feel like I'm kind of hearing the same thing over and over again, but that's classical for you. Lots of motifs and stuff, and arias and all that Italian stuff. Since we're talking about Italian food, why not, right? I mean, obviously, there's a German and French stuff in there too. Okay, so these are the tomatoes, sun-dried, not sun-dried. It says that they could take all day, but smaller pieces require less oven time. These are smaller pieces. She's talking like if you just cut it in half, put it in the oven. I know I am pretty polite. I can't help it. It's just like what I've learned. Okay, so it says to add salt to taste. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit because I like salt, but I always like to start with less, and then after they're baked, maybe start with more if I want. All right, so that's done. Okay, now it says bake until tomatoes take on a leathery texture. This could literally take all day. Small pieces will require less over time. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so I'm gonna put them in the oven. We chat for a little bit. And I'm gonna set it to 10 minutes. I always say it's better to check everything every 10 minutes. It's probably gonna need way longer than that. But since I don't know and I've never baked these before and it doesn't say how long, it says that you wanna make sure they have a leathery texture. So, yeah, sounds very appetizing, right? I'm gonna throw this out. Like I said, it's best to clean up as you go. As my mom taught me, she'll probably comment and say yes. It's less overwhelming and better for my computer afterwards. I'm gonna grab a glass of water. Always best to hydrate on a hot day. Yep, see? My mom just commented. Yeah, so if you guys want the recipe, just go to allrecipes.com. Trevor shared earlier on the Facebook chat thing, or just the chat for outside of Instagram, the direct link. So let me try to type it in right now, actually, so you guys can see it. Sun. No, there's a clock. That's not what I picked. This is what I get for trying things. Sun-dried. Tomatoes. Just go to allrecipes.com. Hey, thanks for joining. Indiana art. Love it. I haven't been to Indiana before, but Alexa is doing a pretty good job today. She just heard me, so I have to be really quiet. Okay, /recipe. This is so much harder on an iPad. /14081/ I think it's just sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just gonna put recipes.com and then search sun-dried tomatoes because my phone is being weird. Okay. Yeah, so we made sun-dried tomatoes. They're cooking in the oven. I'm gonna check in a couple minutes, but it's gonna be a pretty boring process. So let me let me know if you have any more questions. You guys mentioned me singing and stuff, so I am working in the studio right now, working on some stuff, but I am going to be part of a women's Facebook concert this week on the 31st with Chris Angeles. I know a lot of you guys know her. We're both part of the showcase. So if you search Facebook, and then let me find the event so I can tell you exactly. What if I send you the link again and then you can type it? Yeah, that's a good point. I could do that. I could literally go on from my phone, or at least try to. Hopefully it won't weird my phone out too much. Let me try doing that. Okay. It's weird. I can't go on my own live. So bizarre. I like am live, but I can't do it. But Trevor, if you want to go onto Instagram and try to post it, that might be helpful. Because links are just not my friends right now. Okay, so the Facebook event for... Okay, don't mind me. I'm just like humming to myself. Okay, so we have about 6 more minutes, and then I'm going to check the sun-dried tomatoes. I don't think they're going to be cooked, but we're going to do it anyway. Can I say it? I'm actually trying to find it because they just told me about it yesterday. So it's called the Online Women's Music Festival. I'm going to post about it in my story for Facebook and Instagram, and I'll post it on Twitter as well. Hey, Trevor. Thank you so much. I'm going to pin that. Pinning the comment. Okay. So that's the recipe for the sun-dried tomatoes if you want to do it. And then, yeah, it's the Online Women's Music Festival. I'll post about it later today so you guys can see it. It's going to be on the 31st. And then I'm going to be the first one up because I always go live at 3. So 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be going live for like 20 minutes or so, and then there's a showcase of all different great kinds of women, including Chris Angeles, which I know a lot of you guys know, so go check it out. She spelled my name wrong. She spelled my name without an H, but that's okay. I'll just comment it. But I don't want to have her remake it. So just, yeah. So I'll post it, but I'll probably ask her. I'll probably edit it. So yeah. So Facebook Live Online Women's Music Festival. That's literally the group. It's a group called Online Women's Music Festival. So I'm gonna hold up your screen so you guys can see it. Online Women's Music Festival. Whoopsie. A little bit to the left. Online Women's Music Festival. So just type in Online Women's Festival. Oh, Sarah. Thanks, Trevor. Sarah Bellis. Yeah, no, Sarah Bellis is definitely like kind of in like my group of artist styles. She's not exactly my style, but she's definitely in that realm. We probably have similar fans. Is it your birthday? Oh, your birthday's on the 31st. Well, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Yeah, so, if you guys are, I also started a super fan group for Facebook. So, if you go to, the Sarah Lightman Super Fans of Facebook, just type in Sarah Lightman Super Fans of Facebook. And ask for permission. Trevor or I will let you into the group. And I'll also post that event information there so you guys don't miss it. A lot of stuff gets thrown on there. It's for you guys to also build connections with each other as well. Oh, thank you. I hope you're doing well too, Phil. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so that's kind of where we are without it. Yeah, I'm excited to hear the other performers. This should be fun. It should be a fun Sunday. And then thank you, Trevor, for sharing the event. Yeah, so hi, thanks for joining. We just made sun-dried tomatoes. The recipe is below if you want it. They are currently baking. I'm going to show you what they look like. They probably won't be much different when I pull them out, but should be fun. They can, it doesn't have really a set time. You just kind of keep checking them until they have that dark, leathery look and texture. Is anybody cooking anything fun today? For those celebrating Memorial Day, I'm just literally making sun-dried tomatoes, unfortunately. I wish I was going to a barbecue. Yesterday, I was meditating in the backyard and next to the studio, and I could hear the neighbors jumping in the pool, and I was like, man, I wish you could invite me over. I really want to jump in your pool right now. But not really an option, unfortunately. So, thank you. Thank you for sharing the group. It means a lot. So we have about 30 seconds. Do you guys have any other questions for me or anything that you wanted to know today? Anything you want to say? So I'm going to check these, and then I'm going to show you them, and then if not, I'm going to go. But I'm going to let you guys get back to your holiday plans, if you even have any. Breaded chicken and fresh green beans. Yum. That sounds good. I don't have that, but that sounds really good. You think it's all right? Okay. Good. Thank you for giving me your approval. Okay. We have about 8 seconds, and then it's going to beep. I will, of course, show a picture on my story for Facebook and Instagram after they are done. They are clearly not done, but I'll show you to prove it. So they just look raw. It's going to take a while. But like I said, it's best to check them about every 10 minutes or so because everyone's different. Oven is different, and the cooking supplies and the type of tomato are different. So for me, because I know now it's going to take a long time, I'm putting 20 minutes. Salmon cakes, like fish cakes, but like salmon cakes, like crab cakes, but not. Sounds good. I like salmon. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for tuning in today. It really means a lot. Like I said, I'll be on soon, and don't forget to look up the Online Women's Music Festival on Facebook. It's a group, not an event. They made an event, but it's a group. So I'll be going live on their page on the 31st at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I should have just went and cannonballed into the pool. I wish I could. Instead, I heard them cannonballing. But thank you so much, guys. Really means a lot to have you guys here. And I'll tune in with you guys on Friday again before Sunday. And we'll play some games. And I'll see you later. All right. Bye, guys.